Dogs never choose their destiny. They do not choose their owners, their homes, or the paths their lives will take. Everything they become depends entirely on the kindness or the cruelty of the people around them. Some are lucky enough to be welcomed into warm homes and gentle arms. Others spend their lives learning what indifference feels like, what abandonment tastes like, and how pain becomes a daily companion. And yet, even after everything, they remain loyal, devoted, and capable of loving without limits. This is the story of Mira, a mother dog abandoned at the most vulnerable moment of her life. When her owner left her behind, Mira was already carrying life inside her. With nowhere to go and no one to turn to, she found shelter beneath an old, rusted car parked in a forgotten corner of the street. It was cold. The ground was damp. Rainwater pooled beneath her body. The smell of metal and oil filled the air. And there, hidden from a world that no longer cared, she gave birth. 6 tiny puppies came into the world that night. Blind. Helpless. Barely breathing. They pressed themselves against their mother, searching for warmth, for safety, for something familiar in a place that offered none of it. Myra's body was exhausted, her strength nearly gone, but she gathered them close, curling herself around them, sharing what little warmth she had left. She needed help. Desperately. But help did not come. Instead, cruelty found her first. Someone left poisoned food nearby. Whether out of fear, ignorance, or deliberate malice, no one knows. What is certain is that Mira ate it, not for herself, but because hunger had already weakened her, and she needed strength to keep her puppies alive. Within hours, her condition worsened. Pain seized her body. Her muscles stiffened. Her breathing became shallow. Anxiety filled her eyes, not fear for herself, but terror for the lives clinging to her side. Even as the poison spread through her system, she refused to leave her puppies. She lay beneath the car, trembling, forcing herself to remain conscious long enough to keep watch over them. Her eyes followed every small movement they made, as if memorizing them, afraid that any moment might be her last. That was when someone finally noticed. A man passing by slowed his steps, sensing something was wrong. He saw the stillness. The unnatural quiet. And then he met Myra's eyes that carried no anger, no aggression, only a silent plea. He did not walk away. He called for help. By the time assistance arrived, Mira was barely conscious. But even then, she tried to lift her head, to make sure her puppies were still there. At the veterinary clinic, there was no time to waste. The doctors immediately administered anti-venom. But the damage was already severe. Mira was dangerously malnourished and dehydrated. Her body had been surviving on almost nothing, and now it had to fight poison as well. The chances were uncertain. But love can be stubborn. Hours passed. Slowly, Myra's condition stabilized. Her breathing eased. Her body stopped convulsing. And when she finally opened her eyes, the first thing she did was look for her puppies. Weak as she was, she tried to crawl toward them, reassured only when she could see them safe beside her. The next day, Mira stood up. Not because she was strong, but because her heart refused to rest. She stayed close to her puppies, barely leaving them even to eat or drink. In the shelter where she was transferred for recovery, something remarkable happened. 2 orphan puppies, who had lost their own mother, were brought in. Without hesitation, Mira accepted them. She nursed them, cleaned them, and guarded them as if they had always been hers. Days passed. Then weeks. The puppies grew. Their eyes opened. Their legs strengthened. One by one, they found loving homes. Families who saw not just helpless animals, but lives worth protecting. And when the last puppy left, Mira did not seem sad. She watched them go with quiet calm, as if knowing she had done everything she was meant to do. Myra's own journey was not over. A family far away had heard her story. They admired her strength, her gentleness, her unwavering devotion. They waited for her on the other side of the world. Soon, Mira boarded a plane for a new life, a life she could never have imagined while lying beneath a rusted car. Today, under a warm, sunny sky, Mira rests without fear. She no longer searches for danger. She no longer protects against hunger or cold. She simply lives. Mira is not just a dog. She is a reminder that maternal love can survive betrayal, cruelty, and pain. That even when the world shows its darkest side, kindness still has the power to rewrite an ending. Thank you for staying with this story. Thank you for watching. And thank you for believing that compassion still matters.